What's up guys, and welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley, and today we're going to be slaying this beautiful relaxed Yaki 360 lace wig. Now she comes courtesy of OMGHerHair, one of my favorite companies to work with, and this is what she looks like straight out of the box. This one is 18 inches, 150% density. It's a natural black, medium-sized cap, and then the lace color is brown. This is what she looks like from the back. She's nice and full, and I was loving everything about her. So I took the wig off to show you guys what she looks like. As I mentioned, there's 360 lace all the way around. I went ahead and cut off the excess lace in the back area just because, once you put the wig on, it's going to be very hard to cut that lace off by yourself. I went ahead and also cut off a little bit of that excess lace in the front just because it was covering my eyebrows and I didn't want it to, mess up my brows and my makeup. I do feel like this one is pre-plucked, but it still gives a little bit boxy. So I did spend a little bit of time today going in and plucking out the hairline. Now I did not keep in all the footage because, I was going at it for a minute watching my little crime investigation shows on Facebook. But I think I did an amazing job. I've been very MIA with the customizations of my hairlines, and as of late I've been back into it and I've just been really loving my results. Also, I do want to mention we're going to go with a different technique as far as installing our wig. If you watch my channel, you know I usually cut off the lace and then I bond the wig down. Today I'm going more arrogant TAE. I'm going to be using the ORS products that he uses all the time on social media, and I'm going to be bonding the wig down and then cutting the lace off after. Now I've been wearing this wig for the last 3 days and I'm going to tell you that this is a game changer. You're gonna see me do this step or this process, and I did struggle because I don't do it this way often, but what I will say is that if you really want your lace to melt and last, especially because you're doing it glueless and you still want it to last like through your showers and your workouts, trust me, this is the way to go. Do not cut the lace off until after the wig is bonded down. I don't know what it is, why it is, or how it is, but honestly, my wig has been holding up so good. I have not had to touch it up at all. Now we're still going in and customizing. Now I don't like to stay in one spot for too long. I feel like that's how I make the mistake of balding. So I kind of went in and plucked the very front of the hairline in the center, then I worked on the side, and then I worked on the other side, and then I parted it and did behind the baby hair, and then I came back to the front, and then I went a little bit further back even beyond where the baby hair lays and tweezed out a little bit more. I wanted it to be gradient and not too bulky in the front. I definitely got rid of that boxiness, and if you've seen in the pictures in the intro, and you'll also see once I'm done with this wig laid so good and the front looks really natural. So I'm definitely proud of my results. Also, this is a brown lace. I am going to go in and tint the lace to be perfect to my skin tone, but a brown lace obviously works good for brown girls like me. Be sure to get a lace that matches your complexion. So if you are lighter complexion than me, just be certain that when you're going in and purchasing your wig, you don't pick a lace that is for me that will be too dark for you. Hopefully that makes sense. I have this wig linked in the description box, and if there are any sales going on, I'll definitely have those linked there as well. Next up, we're going to tint the lace. I like to go with an affordable foundation, preferably one from the drugstore that I can have handy access to, and look what I did. It's been a few days since I've used this foundation, maybe even a week or two, and it kind of clumped up around the nozzle and it sprayed and it got my face. Luckily, I was able to dab that out, so I wasn't too upset about it, but look at my wall. I didn't even realize until moments later that it actually got all over my white wall as well. Luckily, off camera, I did, I was able to get that out super simple and easy, but I really was like confused as to why it had to be so dramatic, just wanting to get a little bit of that foundation out. With the rest of it that did make it onto the brush, I did buff it onto the inside of the lace. I blow dried that in just so that it would stick to the lace and not transfer onto my forehead or my hair. And as you guys can see, this is an amazing shot of what our work has come to. We've tinted the lace, we've tweezed out the hairline, and I must say we've done an awesome job. Now I cut 2 slits on either side of the center of the lace. I kind of want to work in sections, which you guys know I'm no stranger to, but I'm going to do something different. Although I cut the slits, I'm going to keep the excess lace on until the wig is completely bonded down at each section. I am going with ORS products. I've been using ORS products for years, and I've always liked them, but lately they've come out with a whole new line of products and I've been actually loving them. Of course, I have them linked in the description box. Also, be sure to blow dry on a cool setting. As you guys see, I was using a warm setting and it makes for a weird transfer on the hairline. The hairline definitely looked messy, so I do have to just practice with this technique and I'll get it more and more clean. When it was all said and done, I was able to clean up all the mess that I made, so there definitely wasn't an issue. But just letting you know in advance, always blow dry on a cool setting. It's going to take more time to get the wig completely dry, but it definitely makes a huge difference in how clean the application comes up. Also, I used the gel first and I bonded it down. I didn't feel comfortable, even though it was completely dry. I felt like it wasn't a strong enough hold. So on top of the lace, I went in with that other product that you guys seen, and then I bonded it down again with the blow dryer, and that was a game changer. Those two in combination with one another work so well to give a super strong, invincible hold. It's almost like using a actual hair glue. So I was really proud of that, but also overwhelmed a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So I did use my old technique to bond the sides down.
Say hi, I'm me. Say hi. Right there. Is that me?
And after a brief cameo from my baby girl, we are back to the bond down. Now here I wasn't too sure. The sides look a little bit cleaner than the center. Again, with the sides, I used the technique I always use, which is to cut the lace off, then bond the wig down, and I feel like I got a cleaner application. Nonetheless, the center is what has really been nice after the fact. So I know it looks crazy in the center, but trust me, I'm gonna work on my technique and getting it much cleaner, because I definitely have been loving the way the wig lasts past day 1 and day 2 by bonding the wig down the way I did today. Also, I know you guys seen baby girl. You'll be seeing so much of her in December for Vlogmas. There'll also be some giveaways, so stay tuned for that and make sure you are subscribed. At this point, we've been working on baby hair. I don't care how good the lace looks in the hairline, I gotta have a little something something, and that just works with my personality. I love baby hair on my girls. I love baby hair on me. I was raised with baby hair back in the 90s. That's just, you know, it's for the culture. But anyways, I did use a Got to Be glue to pretty much suit my baby hairs. Typically I would use a mousse, but sometimes I feel like with a Yaki texture, sometimes I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't work as well. So I wanted something with a little bit of hold. I know you guys can't tell on camera from the editing, but I was a little bit overwhelmed with trying something new. So I really wanted to make sure I used a pretty much edge control that had a little bit of hold in it, just in case me bonding the wig down didn't go well and it was gonna lift. And obviously I didn't put any of this in the center, but you know, that's just an option. Like whenever you don't want to apply your wigs or bond them down the traditional way, when you swoop your baby hairs and you add something like Got to Be glue, when it dries it doubles as an adhesive on its own. So keep that in mind as far as making sure you have a little bit of extra assurance when bonding your wigs down or just styling them. Okay, after a lot of critiquing, it's time to secure the meltdown. I like to use an elastic strip or an elastic band, and I just tie it around literally just the hairline. That way I can go in behind the hairline and still work on the hair. I'm applying a generous amount of heat protectant, and then I went in and silk pressed the hair. Now I know it looks like I'm just running the hot comb or flat iron through the hair, but I did cut out a lot. I did go in sections very detailed, especially around the lace, and I really took my time to straighten the hair out. I really wanted a silk press, but after all the detail I've given you guys with the plucking as well as the baby hair and the install, I kind of felt like, you know, I didn't want you guys to be here forever, so I did speed up on that because of course you guys know how it is to, you know, use your flat iron. And the one I'm using, of course, is linked in the description box, as well as the electric hot comb. I did also use some wax. I don't know if I cut that out as well, but you guys can see like where it's white. If I go over it with a little bit of wax, it kind of will like blend in and cancel everything out. And then of course we're gonna go with a center part. Now when it comes to all of my installs, you guys know I cannot live without my electric hot comb. I also cannot live without my wax stick. These two items are staples because they're literally what lays my hair for the gods. I'm showing you here a little bit. I did slow it down. You guys see how nice the parting looks like on top of the hairline. This wig is absolutely beautiful, and I definitely think that you need this wig in your collection. As you guys see, I did part out a lot around the lace area. That was just one of many sections that I did, where I would like section it off. I would add a little bit of wax, and then I would go in with the hot comb and lay it. That way the entire perimeter of the head laid super flat, and it made for a great install. You guys can see how beautiful and natural this wig looks. I'm definitely pleased with my results. Okay, so I thought I was done and I thought the video was over. Obviously not. I can't go without letting you guys see me pretty much put the icing on the cake. I did go in with a little bit of powder. This is going to help to pretty much custom blend the hairline with my skin flawlessly. I did go in with that powder that has like basically it's like a palette. So I'll have that linked in the description box. And then I also use the Maybelline powder in the parting. You guys know I typically use concealer, but I kind of wanted to switch it up, and then I like to set it with a little bit of holding spray, kind of like when you set your makeup and kind of get rid of the powdery look.
Okay guys, so I'm officially done with this look. Now it took me a little bit longer because I wanted to do a different technique with the hairline. I feel like when I watch celebrity stylists do their wig installs, even when they are glueless and they're using like a non-glue adhesive like a holding spray, they apply their lace or they melt it down with the lace attached, and then they cut it off after it's bonded down. Now for me personally, I find it easier to cut the lace and then bond the wig down, but maybe I'm biased because that's the way I started and the way I taught myself. So after years of experience with doing it that way, I find it the easiest. Whereas when I do it this way, I find that my work is not so clean. So maybe it's just me in that the fact that I am pretty much learning a new technique, and it's going to take a couple times to get it right. Now this isn't my first time trying to do it this way. I've done it many times on and off camera, many times, but I just always go back to what I know. And honestly, I don't know if it's just the lace, but I really do like the way it came out. I feel like the hairline looks really good, and I'm not gonna say it looks better, but maybe it does. You guys be the judge and let me know. More specifically, you guys know I love Arrogant TAE. I am determined to have him do my hair once, twice, a couple times, just because he lays hair so flawlessly. But in the meantime, in between time, while I'm able to still, you know, slay my own hair, I do want to get my technique just as good as his. You know what I mean? So I feel like trying different techniques and seeing if, you know, something different will be better for me is always a good thing, that, you know, continue to improve my own craft, because I have to do my hair every day, and I really love the way this came out. Now, you guys know me, I love baby hair, so I wanted, because I was doing a center part, where you to be able to get more of a no baby hair vibe from the front center, but it's full baby hair, you know, when I switch it up. So this one does have lace in the center, so I'll be able to do like a small little half up, half down. I can flip it back and do a flip over. I thought about doing some maybe like some cornrows or some twisties. If you notice, the parting is really nice on this one, especially because I did tweeze out the hairline a little bit. So I thought about, you know, doing something fun here, but then I just kept it grown and sexy because I actually have somewhere to go tomorrow, and I'm actually going to leave this wig installed and wear it. So I wanted to make sure that I had, you know, a cute little look. Now, as far as the length of the hair, this is a kinky Yaki textured hair, and I wanted it to be Yaki, but I wanted it to be like my hair pressed, like silk pressed, and I think I did a great job. Now, it is a more natural texture, length and density, so the vibe is very, you know, everyday girl, very natural, also very low maintenance. And I believe I did show you guys the packaging already, and you guys are pretty familiar with this company. I actually have a wig here. I believe this is a curly bob, a 4x4 12-inch bob. So you guys seen this one, I believe, last month. They usually send me 2 wigs at once, so I already did that one for October, and then this one is my November wig. And then of course they included the goodies. So they gave me brown wig caps, which you guys know are my jam. They gave me elastic to make the wig glueless. This one already also had the elastic band in it, and of course a rat tail comb. So yeah, I really do like this company, and I absolutely love the lace. But hopefully you guys learned a few things. If you're interested in purchasing this wig, of course it's linked in the description box. If you have to watch like the tweezing part a couple of times to get it, it's very simple. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out OMGHerHair. Link to this wig is in the description box. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!